Hello, this is a very different video because it's in a very different location. This is the only place where I have room to record. Um, because this is a very very large build. So, yeah, I'm just in the basement. Sorry for this ugly rug. It is the only surface that the bipod will stick to. Otherwise, it'll slide off and it will break, and I don't want that to happen in the middle of recording. So, yeah, sorry it looks ugly and unprofessional, but quite frankly, I don't care, because I'm just going to get this video out of the way. So this is, don't know if you could tell by first glance, but it is a Cheytac intervention. I also don't have a phone stand, because I don't know where it happened to it, but it's not here, so I'm recording with one hand. So doing these functions might be a pain in the ass, but whatever. So let's just go over the looks from the barrel. This is the barrel shroud. This is the muzzle device. It's just this big bird cage thing. I don't know, I think it's pretty neat looking. From far away, it looks kind of cool. You can see through it. And then you have this really thick barrel, which leads into here. And this, going through this entire part of the gun to about here and in the chamber, it's just one really long Technic structure to just keep it stable and so it doesn't sag. So these are bipods. This is the bipod. This unit actually would swivel on the real one, but on mine it doesn't because it's Lego. So these are just there, and they're very fragile. I don't know if you can tell by the look of them, but they're the most fragile things you can ever do. I don't know how to word it, but they're just really fragile. So anyway, there's some details on the bipod. You have this connected to one of these hinge things, and then it goes into one of these, goes up, connects to this, and hinges on the side, and yeah. So it goes into this, which goes up to this PEC box. It's a pretty simple design. Yeah, just a basic laser thing. I don't know what you would call it. This is based off the Modern Warfare 2 version, the one from like 2009, so the actual Modern Warfare 2, but there's a rail. And then you have this handle thing, which was kind of tricky to get because just all the shapes trying to get right. So I think I did a pretty good job. One thing to note about this is that everything on this gun is 1-to-1 to the real one because I designed this digitally the same way as my P90. So this is exactly 1-to-1 to an actual Cheytac. So I think that's pretty cool. It's very heavy, but here we have a, this is a level. I don't know what you would call it, but it's like a level thing that would make sure that your gun is level to the ground. This is just a pin detailing, nothing too fancy. You have some stud transitions from 3, this is 3, this is 3, and this goes to 4. And yeah, so you go from here, and then here kind of transitions, weird stud transitions from 4 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 4. So it's a little weird. Up here we have the scope, this really big scope. It has this thing, you can flip up and you can see in it, and you have this long tube. The dials don't work, but you can look through it like that, so everything works. It goes down into this rail up here, which goes into the main body of the gun, which has this bolt, runs through the entire gun. It's circular. As you can see, the bolt handle is correctly shaped. And on the other side, you can see there's just a lot of these brackets and stot bricks to try and get it upside down. Because this is upside down and this is right side up, so it has to meet in the middle somewhere. So yeah, but anyway, you have the magazine release in the magazine. You have the trigger, and you have these, which are the holders. Same with these for the stock. This sadly doesn't collapse because it's just stability reasons. it doesn't collapse like it should, but it still kind of works. This is the grip. Very funky, very overly complicated, but it works and it looks good. It's comfortable, and it's the exact size as the real Cheytac grip, so I can't really complain much about it. Here is the monopod, which swivels with a weird system that I have. You have to like break it in half, swivel it, put it back together. It's a weird thing. Has a tire at the bottom so it doesn't move, and yeah. Has some nice curves that leads into this, which is the back part of the stock. And on the other side, you can see some detailing and just the cheek rest. So I'm going to try and move the bolt. I don't know how well I will be at it, but we're just gonna try and see. You're gonna rotate it. One thing to note about the bolt is that it's kind of like weird. It's like sideways, so it's circular. Oh my god. It's circular, but it's like weird. I don't know if you can really see what I'm trying to talk about, but yeah, just so I can get this thing at the right angle. So this goes up and you can pull it out like that, and you can see, and the bolt, everything, the chamber, you can see the bullets in there. So it goes straight through. This is the magazine. You can take it out. The magazine release works and everything, but I don't want to move the gun like that. So I'm just going to leave it in the gun just because I don't want to move it while we're recording. So yeah, this works. Everything works as it should for the most part. And then you can put it back in, push it down, and there you go. But yeah, other than that, there's not that much else to talk about with this other than just like techniques. So yeah.